I'm Mr. Monty, and I'd like to welcome you back to tutorial number 5 of Lesson 9, Factoring Expressions. Remember, this is the 2020 series. That's 20 lessons of 20 minutes a day for 20 days in preparation for the math placement exams at the community colleges here in Spokane. What we're doing is learning factoring or seeing some tutorials on factoring, and we have several of them because there's different techniques, different styles, different flow, and this is one of the skills needed in all of math, to be able to factor, to be able to reduce lowest common denominators, find all the different factors, break it apart, simplifying. Our I can statement for the last 4 tutorials was I can factor the expression. Tutorial number 5 here is the tic-tac-toe method. And this time we're throwing in a minus sign for our b value, which kind of complicates it a little bit. I want to make sure that you can see how the minus sign works. This will be the last of the tutorials with an a value of 1. We're going to be stepping it up after this tutorial. Let's get started. X squared minus 7x plus 12. First thing, go back to the standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c. The a value. Let's mark our a value. An imaginary 1 right there. So the a goes in the center of our tic-tac-toe grid. So 1. C value, 12. Now, we know when we're trying to factor, we want to find 2 numbers that add together to get minus 7, and 2 numbers that multiply together, a and c, to give us 12. Okay, let's build a factor tree. 1 and 12, 2. 2 goes into 12 6 times, so 2 and 6. 3 and 4. 3 goes into 12 4 times. And then we have the other way around. 4 and 3, 6 and 2, 12 and 1. Now, here's our factors of 12. We have to find which one of these adds to minus 7. 1 plus 12, that gives us a 13. That doesn't work. 2 plus 6, that gives us 8. That doesn't work. 3 plus 4, that gives us 7. But we wanted a minus 7. Well, think of it like this. I'm going to do on these down here, I'm going to minus times a minus, minus times a minus, minus times a minus. If we take a minus 4 times a minus 3, we'll get positive 12. Minus 4 minus a 3 gives us a minus 7. So here's our choice right here. This might take more space on your paper, but we can always get more paper. Write out your factor tree, especially as we start to get the bigger numbers. When our a value is other than 1, so like 4s, 5s, and 6s, these numbers start to get awfully big. If we write our whole factor tree out, one, it gives us practice, and it's a skill that we need to be able to do to factor, find our factors of a number, and it'll keep us from making a mistake. Okay, let's write minus 4, minus 3, minus 4, minus 3. That's the one we chose. Minus 4 plus a minus 3, that's a minus 7. Minus 4 times a minus 3 is 12. Minus times a minus is a positive, so it is. It's plus 12. Okay, now we can take these 2 numbers and fill in the gap. Remember, either way, I could go minus 4 minus 3, or I can go minus 3 minus 4. I'll just write it the way we have it here. Minus 4 minus 3. Okay. Now we have to find the greatest common factor. What's the greatest common factor? Let's see, I've got a 1 and a 4, a 3 and a 4. Oh, I can pull a 4 out, can't I? So I'm going to put a 4 here. Let's hold off on that minus sign for a moment. So I can pull a 4 out of here. Let's see, 1 times 1, 1 times 3. I can only get a 1 out of here, so a 1. Now let's go this direction. 1 times 1, 1 times 4. I can only pull a 1 out. Here, a 3. 1 and a 3, 3 and a 4. I can pull a 3 out. Okay. Now, remembering back, the x goes here and the x goes here. But we still have to work on our minus signs. Let's cross-check. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 4, 1 times 4 is not minus 4. I need a minus here. So we're going to put a minus sign right here. 3 times 1 is, oh man, I need a minus there. 3 times, let's put the minus in front of the 3. I like my x's to be positive. Now let's cross-check. Minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. Minus 3 times minus 4 is a positive 12, so we did it. Now, our final answer. When we write the final answer, all we're doing is taking this one, and that's the neat thing about this technique, is it keeps you organized. I have a 1x minus 4, and here I have a 1x minus 3. Let's check it. Make sure we got the right answer. Take the first terms, x squared. Take the last terms, minus 3x. Take the inside term, minus 4x. Take the last term, minus 4 times a minus 3 gives me a plus 12. Add the like terms, x squared minus 7x plus 12. Those two expressions match. Here's the factored form of that expression. So our original, I can factor the expression, is true. And we did it using the tic-tac-toe technique. So this finishes tutorial number 5 of lesson number 9 in our 2020 series. The next time you come back, we're going to use the tic-tac-toe method for something other than an a value of 1. Let's step it up a notch. See you then.